Welcome to the video tutorial on Terminal versus File Manager. Have you ever wondered what is the most frequent task that you perform on your computer? Is it playing games, listening to music, or browsing the internet? This may be surprising to some, but the most frequent task performed by an average user on a computer is browsing, creating, moving, and deleting files. So what are the ways to manage files efficiently? There are two main ways. The first one is the CLI or command line interface like the terminal in Ubuntu. The second one is the graphical user interface or GUI, which is like the file manager on any operating system. Most of the beginners as well as the experienced users prefer to use the GUI, but CLI has its own advantages which we will discuss in this tutorial. So why learn the command line interface? First, the command line interface is highly flexible and offers options which are not available in the GUI mode. Second, some configurations in GUI are up to 4 screens deep, while in the CLI it's just a single command. For example, creating a new account can take 4 different steps through the graphical user interface, whereas the same can be done with a single terminal command. Third, if you are thinking of moving hundreds of files, it can take hours using the GUI mode, whereas using regular expressions on CLI you can do the same within seconds. Fourth, CUI loads fast and does not consume RAM compared to GUI, so it does not affect system performance at all. This is important in crunch situations when a server is down. But GUI has its importance too and is especially useful while viewing performance graphs, editing images and videos, creating sketches, and trying out other graphic-intensive tasks. The look, feel, and operation of GUI-based file manager is similar across major operating systems like Windows, Mac operating system, and Linux. It's the command line interface which people find challenging to use, and it will be the focus of our tutorials. So starting with how to launch the command line interface on the Ubuntu operating system, you can try the same with the following 2 methods. First, click on Dash and type Terminal. Then you would be able to see a thumbnail which says Terminal. Go ahead and click on it. This way, the terminal window would pop open. Or you can simply press the Ctrl, Alt and T key combination to launch the same window. Once you have launched the CLI, you would find some information already populated on the screen. Let us learn what it is about. The first part of this line is the name of the user, which can be Bob, Tom, Ubuntu, Home, or Guru99. The second part is the computer name or the host name. The host name helps identify a computer over the network. In a server environment, host name becomes important. The colon is a simple separator. The teal sign shows that the user is working in the home directory. If you change the directory, this sign will vanish. Later, we will learn how to move between different directories, and you would see that the sign would not display. The dollar sign suggests that you are working as a regular user in Linux. While working as a root or the master user, the hash sign is displayed. Now, in order to work on your files, you need to know which directory you are in on the terminal. This brings us to what is a present working directory. The directory that you are currently browsing is called the present working directory. You log on to the home directory by default when you boot your computer. Otherwise, you can use the pwd command for knowing which directory you are working on. Let's try the same on terminal. Here, by using the pwd command, we got to know that we are in the home Guru99 directory, which also happens to be the home directory for this computer. pwd stands for Print Working Directory. Moving on to changing directories, you can do so by using a cd. Well, it is not the actual cd, but the command. Let us look at how it works. Here, by using the cd command, we would move from the home directory to the tmp directory. Then again, using the same command, we would move on to the bin directory. Trying the same, we would then move back to the tmp directory. If you want to navigate to the home directory, then you need to type cd or cd space tilde. In case you want to move to the root directory, you would have to type cd space /. It should be noted here that the root of file system in Linux is denoted by a /, which is the same as C:\/ in Windows. The apparent difference is in Windows, where you use a /, while in Unix or Linux a / is used. Let us try the same on terminal. So by using the cd space tilde command, we would move to the home directory. Then if we want to move to the root directory, we would use cd space /. Do not forget the space between cd and / to avoid error. So how do we navigate through multiple directories? You can navigate through multiple directories at the same time by specifying its complete path. So if you want to move to the CPU directory under dev, you do not need to break this operation in two parts. Let us look at it on terminal. Here, by using a single command, we would move from the home directory to the CPU directory under dev. In case you want to move up one directory, you can easily do so by trying cd space .. By using the cd space .. command, we would move from the CPU directory to the dev directory. Then again, using the same command, we would move from dev directory to the root directory. It is important to understand what is path in computing and what are its types. Just like a path can make you reach your home, a path in computing is the address of a file or folder. So, the C, Documents and Settings, User, Downloads in Windows and Home, User, Downloads path in Linux would take you to the Downloads folder. There are two kinds of paths, absolute and relative. Let's start with the first one. Let's say you have to browse the images stored in the Pictures directory of the home folder Guru99. The absolute file path of Pictures directory is then home Guru99 Pictures. So to navigate to this directory, you would have to use the command cd home Guru99 Pictures. And this way you would reach the Pictures directory. This is called absolute path, as you are specifying the full path to reach the file or the directory. Relative path comes in handy when you have to browse another subdirectory within a given directory. It saves you from the effort to type complete paths all the time. Suppose you are already in your home directory and you want to navigate to the Pictures directory. For this, you do not need to type the absolute path with the command. As you're already in the home Guru99 directory, you can simply type cd space the name of the directory and you would reach it. This way, you do not have to specify the complete path to reach a specific location within the same directory in the file system. So to summarize what we have learned today, to manage your files, you can use either the GUI or the CLI in Linux. You can launch the terminal from the dashboard or using the shortcut key Ctrl, Alt and T. The pwd commands gives the present working directory. You can use the cd command to change directories. Absolute path is complete address of a file or directory. Relative path is relative location of a file or directory with respect to the current directory. Relative path helps avoid typing complete paths all the time. Let us also refresh our memory on the CLI commands learned in this tutorial. Use cd space directory name command to navigate to a particular directory. Use cd or cd space tilde command to move to the home directory. Use cd space / command to navigate to the root directory. Use cd space .. command to move one level up in the directory structure. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next tutorial.